Good Monday afternoon, Central Texas. Did you keep your sweater on all day? I did. I never went down to short sleeves. This is one of the first days this fall that it stayed feeling cool. Dare I say cold, even in the afternoon hours. We actually hit 60 in Waco this afternoon, though. It was sunny across the board, and I do want to point to two things right here. We tied the record low. It was set in 1950. This morning, 29 degrees in Waco. So many of us did get a light freeze for the first time this season. Live look out at temperatures, though. We warmed up nicely considering we started out in the upper 20s, lower 30s. Sitting in the middle 50s on average right now. 62 though out in Comanche. It is 55 degrees in Temple right now, 52 degrees over in Centerville. Sun is getting low in the sky, so we fall into the upper 40s here shortly. Big swath of Texas, especially South Texas, just to the south of our viewing area, but does include the Brazos Valley. Red flag warning already in effect for tomorrow. Now this is satellite radar, not even really a cloud in sight to show you. Definitely no precipitation, but as I noted, yes, there's going to be that elevated grass fire risk, especially as we head on into tomorrow afternoon. You see all this white right here? Most of that's not cloud cover. That is actually snow. My husband had a layover today, and he was complaining about it, saying Atlanta, like it's a crisis. Basically, they're getting a pretty massive snowstorm there. It includes several states that usually don't get it quite yet this time of year, at least not all the time anyway. So just something to note nationally. Now here at home, overnight low is going to go right back down. Right now we're at about 55, more like 40 degrees when we wake up tomorrow morning. Likely we do see some folks trying to creep down into the middle 30s. So just a little bit warmer than this morning. And yes, you're likely going to want a jacket, of course. Once again, it's going to feel like this tomorrow morning. Winds are going to be slightly higher, going to be returning out of the south. We've had a northerly flow in place for today, and winds are going to be a story not just tomorrow, but the next several days as we approach the upcoming weekend. We are going to have that elevated risk for grass fires that I mentioned. Not only are we going to hop up to 70 degrees, we're going to have extremely dry air in place. Likely we are seeing some gusts here and there, especially as we approach midday and tomorrow afternoon. I would say probably 25, maybe even getting close to 30 miles an hour. So all those conditions are in place. You definitely don't want to be burning brush is what I'm telling you. We approach the middle of the work week and we're still seeing some stray 15, 20 mile an hour gusts with a southerly wind in place. What about our temperatures the next few days? I mentioned we reach upper 50s for most this afternoon. We wake up in the upper 30s, lower 40s tomorrow. Sunny skies once again. I mentioned it is going to be very windy at times tomorrow, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. We touch 70 degrees. Are you a lover of summer? Well, you're going to like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because we are going to blast right through 80 degrees. Very, very warm weather. Once again, I think it is messing with my allergies here. I was also out in West Texas. They were cutting cotton. Came back home, basically brought that air with me. So very, very dry air we have in place. If you're like me and your skin gets really dry, you're going to want some lotion on hand the next few days. When is this rainmaker we've been teasing? It is not until the upcoming weekend. Now, this is a longer range model. This is several days out, obviously the very end of the 7-day forecast, but both Saturday and Sunday, it is looking likely, at least signaling right now, that we are going to have moisture in place and likely some rain on radar, maybe even a couple of thunderstorms to talk about this upcoming weekend. So just to recap things, warming trend, sharp warming trend, I will say, over the next few days. 80s for several days. Elevated grass fire risk is going to be for tomorrow. Next potential rainmaker is over this upcoming weekend, Veterans Day for tomorrow. By the way, I know a lot of kiddos do not have school. Maybe you have off of work. We're going to start out chilly and end up at about 70 degrees. Several days in the 80s before we go right back down. And of course the rain would be over the weekend, you guys. I hate it when that happens, but we really, really need it. Also, just, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I know what the next story is about, and I heavily agree. It can really mess with your mood when the weather does this.